Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little discussion video on the 2012 Christmas special of Doctor Who, The Snowmen. I really loved this episode, and basically I was kind of reluctant to actually do a video because I didn't feel like there would be a lot that I could really articulate on it that a lot of other people haven't already said, but I did want to basically chime in because it was phenomenal as far as I was concerned. I mean, there have been some hits and misses with Series 7 Part 1 and everything like that. There were some episodes that left, unanswered questions or didn't quite feel right. And this one, I feel like it was just, as my good friend Dr. Freedom has said, it was on its A game. Everyone who was behind this episode, Stephen Moffat, the writing was spectacular. The actors, they were all on par. I mean, not just Jenna-Louise Coleman's Clara character, I mean, she was absolutely stellar. She was the breakout hit as far as, I guess you could say the second appearance of the companion, but in a sense, the first appearance, this is her sort of first official appearance anyway, she just knocked it out of the park. Matt Smith was on par as usual. I loved seeing him sort of skulking around in Victorian London or wherever it was, and just being very moody after the deaths of, Amy and Rory. The supporting cast, I mean, Strax, who was just hilarious. I laughed so much with the interactions between he and the Doctor, and even him by himself. You had Madame Vastra, and of course Jenny, who to me, I just love all the nods to Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. Of course, Stephen Moffat has that series, Sherlock, the modernization of the whole Conan Doyle, thing. But then we also had sort of a callback, if you will, I think anyway, not only, sort of a wink wink, nudge nudge to that new Sherlock series, but if we go back to the Talons of Weng Chiang, which took place in an almost similar time period in the Tom Baker era with he and Leela, he was scouting around wearing full-on Sherlock Holmes regalia, the deerstalker cap and everything like that. And we saw Matt Smith wearing that in this episode. Now, Richard E. Grant, I was very impressed by him, but I did kind of feel like we didn't get a lot of him. I mean, he was just kind of very stone-faced and ominous, but that was it. I mean, I think we had more from Ian McKellen's voice as the great intelligence than we really kind of got from Richard E. Grant. And I understand he wasn't supposed to really be the villain, but I did kind of expect he would be a little bit more over the top. I think the closest we got to actual evil was his feeding all of those workers to the snowmen themselves. And then the whole thing with the, sort of nurse or nanny or whatever you want to call her being buried in the pond and how that came into effect, sort of referencing back to Amy Pond and calling the Doctor's attention to everything. The new TARDIS interior, I absolutely love it. It's a very small thing, and I pointed this out on Facebook, but I love how the lights around the top of the console room spin around, not the central column. I thought that was cool too, but that was all CG. But I mean, there's a light that shoots around the periphery of the, the top of the TARDIS console room when it's active, when he's just showing off to Clara for the first time, and I thought that was awesome. All I can say is, superlatives about this episode. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below what you thought about it, because I was blown away by it. I cannot wait to see more of Series 7 Part 2, and yeah, it was awesome. So, that's pretty much it for me on this one, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.